This is Cast Iron ASMR with my love and rockets comic book collection. I'm outside. The temperature has risen to the single digit. It's like -9. It's amazing. A week ago, well, it was at least -35. We had 2 weeks straight of -40. Now everyone's out and about. I heard a snowmobile just drive by. So let's look at these comics from California. Love and Rockets. I had heard about Love and Rockets, but it wasn't until I found this volume at public library and I read it and I really enjoyed it. I thought the art, especially these are the Jaime Hernandez stories. They remind me of Archie, the Archie style, nice and clean. This is the very first story that he did, so it improves. Not that this is bad. And the stories are about Maggie and Hopi and their life in Southern California. She's a rocket mechanic. There's like superheroes. Oh wait, that's Penny Century. She wants to be a superhero. I guess this guy's a demon or something. I haven't read these in like 15 years maybe. But they're really good. And there's lots of wrestling. He was a fan of professional wrestling, like Mexican lucha libre stuff. So if you wanted to read these stories, they made these excellent reprints. And while they're not numbered, first one here is Maggie the Mechanic. And on the side, it looks like this. And the second one is this one. The Girls from Hoppers. Hoppers. You know that's the second one because when you put them like this is what it would look like in your shelf, in your bookshelf. See how it's raised a little bit there so you can tell. The third one going to be this one, Penny Century. No, because it's too far. You gotta go in slower increments so I can tell that it must be this one. Is that right? Yeah, there we go. Not so bad. That one, then you know. So the third book that you're looking for is Perla La Loca. And like anything, you gotta break the rules because the next one doesn't follow that plan, because look, it goes back down. And then I thought, oh, well, the next one would be a little bit up, but I never saw another one. I don't know if he did another one. I know the story, Volume 1, Love and Rockets, ends, but then they start Love and Rockets Volume 2. So these happen, and they grow, the characters grow older, things change. People go missing, there's great wrestling action. Belts get exchanged. Rock and roll, punk rock, blasts. Speedy. This guy's name is Speedy. They have a huge cast of characters. sometimes hard to follow. That's why he always has these. He usually has. Yeah, look at this. Each one he has a thing with the cast of characters. Raina, she's the wrestler. There's Hopi there. Maggie. Usually Maggie's at the front. Oh, so this is in order of appearance in this book. Like a massive cast of characters. Moby Dick. She's cutting up Moby Dick. Did you ever read Moby Dick? Yeah, I think few have. I listened to the audiobook when I worked a boring job when I could do that. And it reads half like a story and half of it's like an instruction manual on how to whale and to work a ship. So sometimes I'll do drawings, kind of like what's that anime when they make the funny faces. Wrestling. There's Maggie. So 1, 2 girls from Hoppers, look at that great punk rock cover there. I have a copy of an Archie comic where Jaime does the art. If you can imagine, that would be like Archie, Reggie, and on the drums would be Jughead. He's always on the drums. This third one comes along and it's about Hopi is Maggie's best friend, sometimes lover. And she goes missing in this one. Nobody knows where she is. She's been gone from the comics. If you had read these as they came out, that would be like, oh, is she dead? What's he doing? But then she comes back. That's a cool cover. It's not a cover page. Panel. Big panel. If you're going to have a big panel, it should be worth it. Stick some stuff in it. Yeah, I love these. The traditional layout. The clean lines. He mimics the style of Harry Lucy, my favorite Archie artist. Sometimes when they walk and their legs are way ahead of them. There is some foul language and nudity, so yeah, whatever. Mature readers, parental discretion advised, or what have you. So the third one is Perla La Loca. Then this Penny Century, the girl who wanted to be a superhero. Some wrestling. He was a fan of Dennis the Menace. Sometimes they think, well, that's not, yeah, maybe. They think back and they'll have like a little Archie story, a little Love and Rocket story. Let's see if I can find one of those. Oh, back. Is that it? Yeah, there you go. Like there, it's like. It's like Dennis the Menace. Oh, we got a raven flying overhead. So yeah, Penny always wants to be a superhero. I think she gets powers or something. It's been about 15 years. Oh, there's the artist, the self-portrait of him, holding a self-portrait of him when he was a young punk. And now he's a he's an old punk. That's Hopi and Maggie. And that must be Penny. They have a very nice UPC label code. I think that's Izzy, Hopi, on each of them. So if you were to buy them, they're not numbered. So, like I said, look for the gradual progression. Oops. From the title on the spine to be going up that way. And then you know which way to go. The last one I have is Esperanza. Yeah, that's right. It doesn't follow the line, but I don't know if they made more in this line or if this is where it ended. It's a nice finish. Yeah, beautiful, beautiful art. There were three brothers, the Hernandez brothers, and they were all making the comics, though. And there's Maggie. And the characters aged over the decades. Take a look. There's Maggie. She looks pretty happy there. It's nice. She's there with the wind in her hair, but if you compared, look, that's there she is. From the first issue. Obviously, artists get better. But what it's neat. Uh-oh. Little wind there. Yeah, all right. There she is. So, punk rock, booze, foul language, rock and roll, drugs, sex, Dennis the Menace. It's all in here. And that's almost where that ends. But then I got this other hardcover. Look up, it's thinner. Kind of looks like a storybook. It's The Education of Hopi Glass by Jaime Hernandez. Look at that great cover. She's standing at the chalkboard. The education of Hopi Glass. And look, if we open it up and spread it out, you can see that, yes, it continues. It's the chalkboard right across the board. Some chalk on the ground there. When I first learned about ASMR videos, what's this all about? And I saw the ones where there were optometrists. I thought, okay. This is different. It made me think of this. I was like, oh, I have a comic where Hopi goes to the optometrist and keeps going to the optometrist because she likes the optometrist. And this is the story, or at least one of them. I think it's reoccurring day by day with Hopi. Tuesday is whose day? How about these? No thanks. These? Holy cow. Cubs win. Walter Cronkite. So, yeah, I recommend this story. It's a lifelong story of these characters in a nice, easy to digest format and style. If you're into this kind of thing. If you like wrestling, there's a lot of wrestling in it. So this one I got there, and I got one more. I got one more book. This is a hardcover book. Look how thick this guy is. It's huge. It's the art. It's the art book. The art of Jaime Hernandez. I don't know Spanish, so I'm assuming that the Mexican name, Jaime. When I first saw these books, I was like, oh, Jai. I'd never seen that name before. And I thought, what's that? Jamie. So in my head, I would just call him, oh, it's Jaime Hernandez. Like, I just got to look for the books. I don't have to pronounce it right. And then I think I kind of forgot that wasn't probably the pronunciation. And I went to a comic book store to look for some books. I would have bought probably some of these. And I said, yeah, I'm looking for some Love and Rockets books, but I want the Jaime Hernandez ones. And oh, did that set off the stereotypical comic store owner. You like trying to make me feel like an idiot. Like, oh, oops. It's Jaime. Look there. You can see the pencils. People like to see that sometimes. I want to see what it looked like before they put the inks on. So this book has the artwork and some life stuff about his life. Oh, here's the cast of characters. The early ones. Look at Maggie there. She's young. Hopi. Yeah, it being a long time, I don't really remember Daffy, Speedy, Izzy, Race, these guys, Penny, and like the wrestler lady. But yeah, don't really remember all these people. Carlos. So I was saying that, yeah, look at her there. This is Love and Rockets, Volume 2. This is where I learned, like, oh, this book here, okay, they got some of the reprints. It's 2006. So the stories continue. Some wrestling. Maggie having to pay her bills. Where's Hopi? Where indeed? Pictures of the brothers of the artists, writers. They independently, published Love and Rockets. was a fan of the Dennis the Menace. Oh, this is where I learned that he was a fan of the Archie comics, which just makes sense. I mean, I could see it in the art. And specifically, Harry Lucy, my favorite Archie artist, who I had to search for a long time to figure out what that guy's name was, because they never used to sign it. They wouldn't talk about that. What you gonna do? How are you gonna know? And there's the Walt Disney, the Duck ones. What was that artist's name? Carl Barks. The good Walt Disney artist. Mad Magazine, he was a fan. I thought that was a bug. He's driving by fast. Oh, look, there's Wonder Woman. Nice. Maybe he was a fan of Linda Carter. When he was young. Look at that mohawk. Look how cool they are. It's gotta be the 80s sometime. 1983. So, yeah, I read the whole story through these reprints, and I only have one actual floppy Love and Rockets comic. Actually, that's not true. I think I have two, because I think I have one from the second volume. So in each single issue, they would have 2-3 stories. One by each of the brothers. I think one of the brothers stopped doing it. And it was Gilbert who kept. Where are they? I feel like they shot. There they are. Nope. Where is that them? Were they in a rock band? They were in a punk show. Jaime, Gilbert, and... Oh, there they are. Here we go. Look at them there. I like this picture. We got Gilbert and Jaime and Mario. All right. Oh, they all look cool. Almost a little intimidating to show up at their booth there in 19, was this like 83 or something, 84. Like, oh, would you sign my comic book? And they probably were like super friendly. And way cool. Number 2, look at that cover. That's cool. Yeah, they actually used to fight dinosaurs. They should have made like a, I don't know, a page gag or something. Reminiscent, like, oh, do you remember when we used to like have to run away from dinosaurs? It'd be like a cliffhanger to be hanging off a helicopter as they fly away. I think that's Daffy. Yeah, so Penny, Daffy, Opie, Maggie. I think that's Izzy. I don't know who she is. Yeah, so this is my only single that I could find for the Love and Rockets. Looks like Maggie's working at a fast food joint. I hope he comes running by. She's kind of short. It looks like they're all kind of, like, the both of them are kind of short. It's good to vary the sizes of your characters. Makes for visual, interesting type things. So the first story leads with Jaime's What issue is this? This is issue 17. Yes, recommended for mature readers. Means there'll be some foul language, some tobacco depictions, sex, violence, drugs, rock and roll. So that's it for like his and this many pages. Then his brothers, who was, they were quite different in style. Like, didn't have the same style. We're not looking at Archie comics here. But I'm sure still good. Yeah, they're on written, I just haven't read. Man, my hands are getting cold. So, yeah, thanks for joining me. And yeah, if you if you're ever interested, I would recommend these. Get number one. Read it if you like it. Check it out. So, yeah, thanks again for looking at my 11 Rockets collection.